This is Ann Komarovsk with the 4th State News. We're coming on the air early today because we're hearing about a brush fire possible at Los Amigos or Calamigos Ranch. So we got Malibu units en route with a full comm plan for a brush fire. Calamigos, Los Calamigos, stand by. Got it on the radio here because it's not encrypted. Hold on, sorry. This November 4th thing, the election, the no on Prop 50 thing, it's getting in the way. Here, I'll put those over here. So, yeah, we're hearing on the radio something about an incident. So this is LA County Fire Department responding to an incident at Calamigos Ranch, Mulholland, and Canaan. So we'll see what happens. So we're on early. We would be going at 4:44, but we're early. Okay? So we'll stand by for further reports. Got the scanner right here. Okay? So this is a radio. This is actually can transmit, but not on this frequency. Because if we try to transmit, see, it won't let us. So we can listen, but we can't talk. No talking, listening only. So you'll see it there. This is kind of an expensive radio, but what is a life worth?
You back there still?
Yeah, I'm still back here. So
I'm over by the truck right now. Did you see anybody walking back there by building 11?
Don't know what they're talking about. Oh, that's LA.
Yeah, if you can take the car back there.
Oh, that's an FRS
I'll
radio.
Go head over there right now.
Yeah, that's like an FRS radio. It's kind of similar to this one. This is napkins everywhere. This is like an FRS radio, but this one works on a network. You could talk through like almost all of California into Las Vegas. So right now it's scanning. So anybody with this radio, I could talk to. Let's see if it works. Okay. Oh, let's see. If it makes it like a nice sound, it means it works. I could talk to people in Las Vegas, all the way from here to Las Vegas, if they had this radio. Or if you were on the other side of the hill, and here in Malibu, where I'm at Supercare right now, right outside, that's my pharmacy. So here you go. See, hear that click? That means I'm on the air, on the radio right now. So people could hear me all together, like in Fresno, Unkey, Las Vegas, Orange County, Calabasas, Malibu, all because of this radio. So this is from Raycom, and I'll read out their number. Try to sign up, 323-774-3500. Once again, that's 323-774-3500. Oh.
Are we canceled on this brush?
Agent 72, that's affirmative, sir. Sheriff on scene confirms barbecue only. All units canceled. Take back the comm plan. All units returning to dispatch board.
Okay, you heard it there. The fire at the ranch there near Mulholland and Canaan Dune Road, nothing to worry about. It was just a barbecue. I guess having a good barbecue up there. Thank you for the reminder. I should attend. So, no fire. Everything's good. You heard it here first. So if you heard fire engines and stuff, if you're watching the 444 News with Ann Komarovsk, then you would have known because we're on early. So what time is it? Because I don't want to be late for church. Okay, it's 4:30. Okay. Shoot. So what I do want to make my time. I'm early. So what can we talk about? Okay. Did we talk about this earlier? So this is the Malibu Times. They do a really good job reporting the news here in town. Yesterday, here at Supercare, there was an event honoring 4 women, Pepperdine students, and they're deaf. There was a press conference, which we did record and put up on YouTube. What we haven't done is cross-post it yet. So if you go to my YouTube channel, just type in Ann Komarovsk or Say Rabbit, SayRabbit, all together. Or go to sayrabbit.com sayrabbit.altogether.com, you'll run into our website, which is pretty basic, which that kind of speaks to one of our problems is there's only one of me. So it's kind of hard to do it all and get a lot of pressure from the folk at home, to do my work. You have to, do your part. So it's been kind of problematic at times. So, but that's okay. It does bring up very unpleasant situations that we all find ourselves in sometimes, and that is generating revenue. Because it doesn't come for free. The microphone, mic flag, the iPhone 15 Pro, the accessories, the cable, everything needed costs money. So, I don't know. Yesterday the girls were talking about, at the press conference, about a GoFundMe account for the girls that passed away. The 4 girls that passed away from Pepperdine University have a GoFundMe account. And I was thinking, GoFundMe, well, it's kind of like a neat thing. If you want to support it, you go there and, contribute to the cause. Same thing that, people do GoFundMes for all kinds of things. I mean, there's websites that do for feet. People are into feet. They're into all kinds of lingerie, silk, and people contribute. Just imagine if people were willing to contribute to news, like local news, your local news person, so they can buy clothing, because I tend to wear the same clothes because I might live in Malibu, but trust me, it doesn't necessarily mean I have money. I am afforded food and housing, which is pretty important, but gasoline, the car, I don't own this car, so I don't own a car. Don't pay the insurance. So it's kind of hard for me to, I'm somewhat insulated from those things. But the point is, all this equipment costs a ton of money. It really does. And to do it right costs even more, because right now I can't tell if I'm actually on, you're hearing me through this microphone. So things like that. So let's get back on the news, and we'll think about that GoFundMe account stuff. And if you're hearing that noise, it's a scanner. So it's a two-way radio, but it's a scanner. So we can transmit and receive. And the reason for that is in the clear. That means it's analog. It's not digital. So we can hear them, and we can distinguish the voices.
Elderly wearing a blue hooded sweatshirt, black pants. Code 22746 RD923.
That's LAPD. Yeah, they're digital. See how they sound kind of like a robot? So there's some concern. Actually, I think it was confirmed that it contributed to problems, radio communications contributed to the Palisades fire. And so that puts us back on topic. So we're back to the Malibu Times. Thank God I got a copy. Okay. So that person in front is accused of at least 2 federal crimes. And he's accused. Remember, innocent until proven guilty. That person's innocent. I made the comment that if you take a good look at him, now this is reversed. Look at the picture. I reported on this story when it first broke. He looks, I don't know. Some people would say he looks like Jesus. Maybe he was in the right place. No, at the right place at the right time to record it, because apparently, maybe he was recording it. He would do like most of us would, like a journalist. We go towards a fire to report it. There's not much difference between him, who had an iPhone probably, or a phone like this, and a regular journalist who has a bigger camera, but a journalist can also use this. In this case, this is a iPhone 13 Pro. So, this actually was one of these. I have several. This is one of them. The other one I'm using right here. We use this to cover the Palisades fire live around the world. So remember, innocent until proven guilty. Okay? Always. I mean, that's the way you want to be treated. That's the way this individual should also be treated. Okay? So just keep it basic, So let me check the time now. I've gone over time. 37. It's not even 44 yet. Okay. I know what I can do. Here, I can do this. Make sure you get your flu shot. I was at CVS the other day, and I said, thank you for getting your flu shot. Go ahead, get it. I also looked around. It might not be a terrible idea for you to get your COVID shot. Might be optional. Look into it. I've only received a flu shot. They also said shingles. They wanted me to get my shingles shot, and I wanted to do a little more research before I did that, like records, see what my records are. So I didn't do it. But they gave me this little coupon, CVS here in Malibu, or CVS anywhere probably. $10 off a $20 purchase. Not bad. And they gave me all this other information on the flu and stuff. So definitely get your flu shot, please. I'm going to go to church here. It starts at 5 o'clock. And, I usually stay away from everyone. So on the side, social distancing might not be a bad thing, especially with the flu going around, but definitely get your flu shot. And now I'm just kind of stretching for time because I just want to hit the 44 mark, because I like to make my appointments. But in this case, I was early because we had news, and that news was LA County Fire Department responding to a report of a fire, which ended up being a barbecue on Keenan Road, Mulholland. Okay, so everything's good. Once again, a radio. If you go online, you type in Malibu Public Safety Radio, type in Malibu Public Safety Radio, you would be able to hear the same stuff, probably better than I can, because I'm on a portable. And that radio, which is at home, is hooked up to a very large antenna that, goes into the heavens. And it picks up...
Yeah, I looked around. I didn't see anyone back here. There's a dude sitting in a car. It might have been him.
Okay, that's FRS radio. Those are the ones you buy at Walmart. Okay, so we can listen to them too. And I think, not legally, but we could probably talk to them. But this radio might be programmed for it. I'm not sure. But this is a commercial radio. You can buy it. Listen to all that kind of stuff. In a community I lived in, we used to be able to make phone calls on this. See, there's a keypad on it. And we could dial telephone numbers and call 911. Or somebody on the radio could call 911 for you. So that's the way it worked. It worked pretty well. So, but for now, we're listening to the fire and the sheriff department. So right now, here's the fire department. See, we can't talk to them. See, our radio says, no, listen, but you can't talk. Just so you know. It's capable of doing it, but that would be wrong. So don't do it. Okay? So, what else can we talk about? Okay, it's 5:40. Okay, all I have to do is make it to 5:44 and just tell everybody that I came on early. Okay, so one thing we're going to look into is why we have two different type of voter registration forms. There's one version. See that? There's one version. And then we have this version, which I'm not sure what happened here. But it's different. So I don't know where I got these from. I think they came from a library, the LA County library. So I have to go over there and get enlightened a bit more. See? Enlightened. See? Kind of like a little reflector. Kind of cool. I like it. Reflecting God's light onto my face. That's nice. Yeah, I like it. I think I'm going to keep it there. So, okay. So voter registration is important because there is an election November 4th. What is it for? Prop 50. Millions of dollars being spent to redraw lines. Couldn't wait for an election in 2026. So, sorry. Let's see. What is this? This is usually code. When something like this happens, it kind of wants me to read it. Okay, so let me preview it first, because I don't want to do anything bad. Look at that. Amazing. That's magic. I love LA County Library in purple. My library card's in purple. So I guess this is code. I should go to the library. I returned all my books. I only really checked out one, but there's a lot of stuff to check out at the LA County Library. And it's been on my mind. So again, I got to find out what the difference is between these two. This one says, do you want to disclose your political party preference? And it says yes and no. Well, gee whiz. Why would you want to disclose it? I would just go no. Nobody needs to know your party, do they? I don't think so. Best to keep it to yourself. Kind of like your, I was going to say religion. But, we wear a religion sometimes around our neck. A cross, or Star of David, or maybe a half moon. But it's all God, really. So perhaps we need a new symbol. And I think I've worn it before. It's an O for one God. So we can have religion and symbolize that, but it all comes back to God, one. Could it be that's what hashtag how the West was one really means? Could be. But perhaps first we need to make California great again. And in the process, show everybody how the West was one. So hopefully I made it to 44. Oh, odd number. Can't end on an odd number like that. So we're going to go for the 444 and finish there. And, so anybody who's tuning in at 444 will see it and know to rewind a little bit. And you know what I'll do? It's 444, honestly. But one thing I always wanted to know is, what is the delay between, well, I don't know what the delay is. We wonder if we're on, hold on. Breaking news. Stand by, 444. Fire department. Coyotes don't like the sound of sirens. I noticed that. They start howling every time they hear them. Yeah, that's not new. I've heard it before. Okay, don't forget the coyotes and the critters. They were here first. Goodbye. Thank you. Off to church.